Hey there, travel enthusiasts. Welcome back to Explain Travel. Today we're embarking on an unforgettable journey through one of Europe's most charming and intriguing countries, the Netherlands. Picture this: canals reflecting centuries-old gabled houses, fields bursting with colorful tulips, and the aroma of Gouda cheese wafting through the air. We're going to explore the Netherlands' iconic landmarks, delve into its fascinating culture, and discover some hidden gems along the way. Buckle up because this is going to be an adventure you won't want to miss. Our Dutch adventure begins in Amsterdam, a city that feels plucked straight from a fairy tale. Now, Amsterdam is a city best explored like a sailor finding his sea legs by boat. Imagine gliding along these liquid streets, passing under arched bridges, each one with a story to tell. These canals aren't just pretty reflections, they're a living testament to Amsterdam's seafaring legacy. Today you can hop on a canal cruise and drift past the grand houses of wealthy merchants, their ornate gables whispering tales of fortunes made and lost. Did you know Amsterdam boasts more canals than Venice and more bridges than Paris? It's true. Over 1,200 bridges lace their way across the waterways. As you cruise along, take a moment to appreciate the houseboats bobbing gently alongside the canal banks. Imagine waking up to the gentle lapping of water, the sun glinting off the canals, and the aroma of fresh stroopwafels in the air. As you venture further into the heart of Amsterdam, be sure to keep an eye out for the narrow, leaning houses that line the canals. Legend has it that they were built this way to avoid taxes, as property taxes were based on the width of a building's facade. And speaking of charm, don't miss the flower market, a riot of colors and scents that will awaken your senses. As evening descends, find a cozy canal-side cafe and savor the magic of Amsterdam by night. The canals shimmer with reflected light, the bridges twinkle with fairy lights, and the city takes on an air of enchantment. Whether you're sipping a local beer, indulging in a plate of bitterballen, or simply watching the world go by, you'll find yourself falling in love with the city's unique rhythm. Next, we're off to experience the Netherlands in full bloom at Keukenhof Gardens, a place so bursting with color it makes you question if you've stepped into a dream. That's Keukenhof in springtime, a breathtaking spectacle that has to be seen to be believed. Over 7 million bulbs are planted here every year, transforming the landscape into a living tapestry of vibrant hues. From the moment you step through the gates, you're greeted by a kaleidoscope of colors, each flower bed more stunning than the last. Stroll along winding pathways, breathe in the sweet perfume of hyacinths, and lose yourself in the sheer beauty of it all. Keukenhof is a feast for the senses, a place where you can wander for hours, discovering new and delightful surprises around every bend. One moment you might find yourself strolling through a romantic English garden, complete with a babbling brook and a picturesque gazebo, and the next, you're surrounded by a modern art installation made entirely of flowers. Did you know that the Netherlands is the world's largest exporter of flowers? It's true, and Keukenhof is a testament to the country's long and proud horticultural tradition. The gardens themselves have a fascinating history. Back in the 15th century, this was the hunting ground of Countess Jacoba van Beieren. She used the land to gather herbs and vegetables for her castle kitchen, hence the name Keukenhof, which translates to kitchen garden. So if you're planning a trip to the Netherlands, be sure to time your visit with Keukenhof's blooming season, which typically runs from late March to mid-May. No trip to the Netherlands is complete without encountering its iconic windmills, those graceful giants that have become synonymous with Dutch landscapes. Now these aren't just picturesque relics of the past. Windmills played a crucial role in shaping the Netherlands we know today. For centuries, they were the engines of Dutch industry, harnessing the power of the wind to grind grain, saw wood, and even drain the land. You see, much of the Netherlands lies below sea level, and without these ingenious windmills, vast swaths of the country would be underwater. Today, while most windmills have been replaced by modern technology, they remain a poignant reminder of the Netherlands' past and its enduring connection to the elements. And there's no better place to experience their magic than in the charming village of Zaanse Schans. Imagine stepping into a living, breathing museum where time seems to stand still. Historic windmills dot the banks of the Zaan River, their sails lazily turning in the breeze. You can even step inside some of them, like the paint-grinding windmill de Cat, and witness firsthand how these ingenious machines were operated. And speaking of stepping back in time, no visit to Zaanse Schans is complete without a peek inside a traditional clog workshop. These aren't just souvenirs, they're called klompen, and they were once an essential part of Dutch life. Get ready to indulge your taste buds because we're about to dive into the wonderful world of Dutch cheese. And trust me, this isn't just any cheese, we're talking about Gouda, Edam, and a whole host of other cheesy delights that will have you saying, "More please." Now the Dutch take their cheese seriously. For centuries they've been perfecting the art of cheese making, transforming humble cow's milk into creamy, flavorful masterpieces. And there's no better place to experience this cheesy passion than at a traditional Dutch cheese market. Imagine stepping back in time, into a bustling marketplace where cheese is king. The air is thick with the aroma of aged Gouda, the sound of wooden clogs clattering on cobblestones, and the sight of cheese wheels stacked high like golden treasures waiting to be discovered. One of the most famous cheese markets takes place in the charming town of Alkmaar, where every Friday morning, from April to September, the Wagplein Square transforms into a cheesy spectacle. Watch as cheese carriers, dressed in traditional white uniforms and colorful hats, parade the cheese wheels into the market square, their movements as synchronized as a well-rehearsed ballet. Once the cheese is displayed, the trading begins. Buyers and sellers engage in lively negotiations, clapping their hands to seal the deal. But the real fun begins when you get to sample the cheese. Stroll through the market, and you'll be greeted by friendly vendors eager to share their cheesy wares. From creamy young Gouda to sharp, aged varieties, there's a cheese for every palate. And while Gouda might be the most famous Dutch cheese, don't overlook its equally delicious cousin Edam. Get ready to hop on a bike and experience the Netherlands like a local, because in this country cycling isn't just a mode of transportation, it's a way of life. Now, the Dutch have a love affair with bicycles that goes beyond mere practicality. It's ingrained in their culture, a symbol of their egalitarian spirit and their commitment to a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. In the Netherlands, the bicycle is king, and everyone from schoolchildren to grandparents embraces the two-wheeled lifestyle. And it's no wonder. The Netherlands is a cyclist's paradise, with a network of over 35,000 kilometers of dedicated bike paths that crisscross the country. These paths are well-maintained, clearly marked, and often separated from car traffic, making cycling a safe and enjoyable experience for all ages and abilities. Imagine gliding along smooth, dedicated bike paths, the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, and the scent of tulips and fresh-baked stroopwafels filling the air. You can zip past canals, through parks, and alongside windmills, all without worrying about traffic jams or parking hassles. And speaking of charming, one of the best ways to experience Dutch cycling culture is to explore Amsterdam on two wheels. Forget the tour buses and crowded trams, hop on a bike and you'll discover a whole new side to the city. Pedal along the canals, watching as houseboats bob gently in the water and bridges rise and fall to allow boats to pass. Explore the Jordaan district, with its narrow streets and hidden courtyards, or venture further afield to the Vondel Park, Amsterdam's answer to Central Park. And that wraps up our journey through the Netherlands. From the enchanting canals of Amsterdam to the vibrant tulip fields and the rich cheese-making tradition, this country is packed with surprises. If you enjoyed this virtual tour, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more adventures, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Got any Dutch travel tips or favorite spots? Drop them in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the Netherlands. Until next time, happy travels and keep exploring.